Hey, what's up, guys? ExcitaBros here with ExcitaCast. I'm Thomas.
I'm Johnny.
And there's timestamps below for anything we talk about in this video.
I want to immediately get into this with a interesting story about obtaining my new phone. So I've been waiting for it. Okay. And it was supposed to be here yesterday, whatever. It came in today. Okay. I was waiting for Thomas to get here so we could record today. And so person comes, knocks on the door at I think 1:30. And so I thought it was Thomas, and I just yelled, "Come in!" And then nobody came in, so I just said, "Come in!" Nobody answered, and I'm like, "Come in!" This poor mailman is just... It was so awkward.
Like, I know how you are, man.
I was
That's
like,
the problem.
"Come in! Why are you not coming in?"
You are the most active, lazy person I know.
Yeah.
Like...
And so then I went to the door. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I guess I must have locked it. He's not even coming." I answered the door with anger. I open it up, and there's packages at my feet, and the guy's walking to the to the truck. And I'm like, "Oh, that's awkward."
No, you just say, "Hey, I'm sorry."
No. He did not make eye contact with me. He even got into the car, sat down, and I was gonna like wave and be like, give some kind of nod of I've messed up and I know. But he did not even look at me. He did not even look. He was like, "I don't know, some crazy people just want the mailman to come in." So that's one thing that happened to me just today. What was it?
Of course, if it's me, I knock, check and see if it's unlocked. If it's unlocked, I open it.
I know. Like, you just come in. Especially when I've already said, like, the door's unlocked, come in. You would have just came in. But for some reason, I thought you just decided, I'm not.
No, I'm going to wait till he comes to the door.
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
Maybe you had something in your hands.
And if I had something in my hands, Jonathan, what do? You come answer the door.
No.
Come in already. I'm sorry. My hands are full.
Get in the door already.
Like, what's your problem? Either way, you're a bad person for that.
Nah. Nah, I'm fine, dude. Like, he's alright. He's alright. I didn't... Maybe he thought I was trying to get him to come in to murder him, but I don't know.
Amazon?
No, it was USPS.
USPS?
Yeah.
UPS?
The UPS came as well. Actually, yeah, UPS came with my phone earlier. No, that was USPS came with Amazon packages. So it was Amazon packages.
Do it even for a phone?
No. I just wanted to say I got a new phone.
It's a nice
It's
phone.
cool!
It's a nice phone.
It's a Pixel 3a. It's got a headphone jack. So I still, my headphones still work. I didn't have to buy new ones. But, I mean, anything new happening with you? Like, you got any mail stories?
I don't have any mail stories. Just my tooth hurts. That's about it.
He's got tooth issues.
Yeah.
He's went to the dentist, and he will see to them appropriately. Man, my back itching. Well, he's just been irritated with his tooth
All the time. There's not a point in time I'm not irritated, except when I'm asleep, and that's why I like sleeping.
To be fair, you
I
like
sleeping
way before your tooth was hurt.
I know, but it just makes it better.
Now I have a reason to sleep.
Yeah, I go to sleep and I'm like, wow, sleep actually helps. I don't feel anything.
I don't feel anything.
But, like, it's harder to sleep because because of my tooth. So it's like, I lay down, and I'm like, when I get to sleep, I'm like, oh, finally sleep. And then when I wake up, I'm like, no, go back to sleep. It'll hurt again.
Here's the thing. Did they give you a prescription for...
Nothing. They gave me nothing.
They didn't give you a prescription for anything?
No. They just said, hey, your tooth's bad. And I said, okay, I knew that. I mean, that's why I'm here, right? It's not like I went to the dentist and was like, I mean, my teeth are perfect. I'm here for a checkup. I'm here for a checkup.
No, we're here
Can you poke my gums?
Make me bleed.
I want to feel pain.
Well, they gave me a prescription because I also have a bad tooth. I ate some Taco Bell, all right, and
Taco Bell fight back, boy.
Yeah, I chomped down on a crunch wrap, and for some reason there was just this tiny piece of crunch wrap. I don't know, and maybe one of those little black parts that you see in there. But I bit onto it, and it didn't want to break. All it wanted to do was break my tooth. Is all it wanted to do. So we're both sitting here, broken tooths. Luckily, mine's all the way back here.
Jonathan, broken teeth.
No, we both have a broken tooth, is what I meant.
We got broken tooths.
We got broken tooths. I know what the plural of it is. Tooths. It's like Bigfoot. Is it Bigfoots or Big Feet? Anyways.
Well, I think it's Bigfoot's because it is a thing.
Because
and it's not like you're talking about feet. They're just named Bigfoot.
You're talking feet. Yeah, but I mean, a goose is a thing, but it's geese.
Well, see, if a Bigfoot was real, then I think it matters.
What are you saying? Bigfoot ain't real?
Well, I have a friend, and he's a taller guy.
Okay.
He wears size 16s, so I'm sure.
Big feet exist.
Shaq exists. I'm not saying Shaq doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying the mythical creature probably.
The mythical creature. That's the one. That's the thing that exists the most out of all things. Thomas, have you not seen the footage?
Okay.
Literally the footage.
I want to talk about this because look, how have we not? If it does exist, how have we not seen? Like, we've seen footage, but we haven't seen
Bigfoot.
Yeah,
like, family roaming about,
or anything like that, or any like anything that would even make it seem like, oh my goodness, we're close to finding something. Mm-hmm. We're just like, oh man,
I took
there's something walking in the woods, and there's a footprint in the woods. It's like, I don't know. It seems a little bit off about all that. Like, even finding Bigfoot, the show.
Look,
he's making money.
I think we're gonna find Atlantis before we find Bigfoot.
Atlantis has more of a chance of existing because of how deep the ocean is, right?
Yeah, I mean, and supposedly it was a place based off of reality that sank into the ocean.
Which, I mean,
but
it could have been like California, right? California could be in the ocean in like 100 years from now, which is crazy.
Yeah. That
because
could
of
happen,
something because of something that could happen, like
the fault line.
Yeah,
the
San Andreas fault line.
Yeah,
has an earthquake. It can happen at any moment. Literally, we can talk about this right now, and it can happen. Mm-hmm. And then just California in the ocean.
Yeah, and then we'd be just sitting here like, whoa, we don't have part of the United States anymore.
I wonder what would happen significant. Because if it went in the ocean, how would there just be like a big old hole?
Yeah, would just some of it go in the ocean and it just separate and there just be an island that is.
I wonder what would happen.
The island of California.
I think for sure all of it would be covered in water, but when it settles, you know what I mean. Something may be there.
Yeah, we'll have another Hawaii.
Not as far as Hawaii, probably. I think if it did happen, it would shake like almost the whole world.
No.
Okay, if Yellowstone erupts,
when it erupts,
when it could be any time now as well. The fault line would definitely go off based off of that. Because it's so huge, it would shake the world, and that would make a lot of things happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, whenever that would happen, the fault line would push California into the ocean. So, why are people moving to California?
I don't know, because it's the place they ought to be.
Just
loaded up the truck
and went to the ocean.
Went to the ocean.
So, like, I don't know. If I'm gonna move anywhere, I'm just gonna move further east.
I'm going to maybe. I don't want to go all the way east, but I don't want to go like a little bit east. So I'll go like middle east.
Pennsylvania.
I'm going to the Middle East.
That's
no. Yeah, but you said going east. I thought you meant literally. I'm just gonna go all the way
in America,
Europe.
Like people move to California because they're like, oh man, opportunities. Just go to like.
No, Alabama is the place you ought to be. Yeah, Alabama is, dude. Look,
explain.
If thing happens with California, obviously nothing's gonna happen, right? There's a thing that's supposed to possibly happen that's like California, but it's I can't remember. It's some island, but it's supposed to at some point also maybe have an earthquake, and it'll fall into the ocean. It's going to create a whole tsunami that's going to hit our eastern seaboard, and guess what? That's going to go like halfway into Georgia. That ain't going to hit Alabama. All right. Now, if Yellowstone explodes, all right, the ash and stuff, by the time it reaches us, it'll be bad, but it won't be like super detrimental. And there's another big thing where the Great Lakes, one of the Great Lakes, I can't remember which one, it has like a natural dam, okay, and each year that's getting less and less, and it's probably not going to happen in our lifetime, because it's only getting less and less by a few centimeters.
But if something happened, reaction.
But yeah, if someone decided I'm gonna go blow it up or something, it would flood the entire Mississippi River, thus essentially creating a giant gap between certain states like Louisiana and Mississippi and stuff would be like separated. Like the whole country would have this giant river in between it now. Like you couldn't even they would have to build bridges, and it would have to be pretty big bridges to get across it. And so if that happened, wouldn't do anything to Alabama. And number one thing that is happening, because global warming is real, people, global warming is going to make our ocean level rise. Guess what? Alabama's fine.
Well, we do have some, but that's at the bottom.
Yeah, okay. Mobile might be not okay, but basically,
shout out to Mobile.
I don't know anyone in Mobile.
We hope you survive it.
Global warming.
Hope you survive global warming.
Point is, Alabama, except for Mobile, perfectly fine through all of these global catastrophes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else that would happen.
But what would okay, New York.
New York? The tsunami thing hits the entire eastern seaboard. Yeah.
Cuba would probably not exist anymore.
I mean, yes, you could just say, oh yeah, I'll go to Montana. I'll go to North Dakota.
No, but those states right there, too cold.
Okay, they cold, yeah. That's why I don't want to go to them.
The thing about Alabama is we are bipolar. We have bipolar weather. We walk outside and holy crap, it's hot. By midday, you're like, why is it so cold outside?
Yeah.
I forgot my jacket at home.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to walk out with what I'm wearing right now.
And
jeans, t-shirt, and a flannel over it because I can take this flannel off.
Yeah, just in case I get too hot.
If it gets too hot. But if it's
I'm
cold,
good right now.
Yeah.
But if it gets too cold, I just have to button it up.
Yeah. And you'll see people out here with shorts and a jacket on. You know how much sense that makes? About as much sense as like living in Mobile. Global warming.
Global warming, man.
We out here. We representing the people of Mobile now.
Get out of there.
Get out of there sometime this decade.
Yeah.
Well, probably
a few decades.
Yeah.
You got a few decades.
You got a couple decades, but you got to remember it. Keep
global
it here.
warming.
Back of your mind.
I mean, it's happening a little slower. You'll kind of know that you should be getting out of there.
You're like, man,
these sea levels sure are rising. I don't know what it is.
Where's the beach at?
Where is that beach? Now, I used to see it. Now I just see ocean and there's my back door.
Fun fact. Or, not fun fact. Fun question. What happens to the sand at the beaches? Does that rise too?
No. Okay. Sand.
Explaining how the sand works.
I don't know exactly how sand works, but
I assume the waves are gonna push it up.
It's gonna sand. I don't know, man. I mean, the same thing is gonna happen slowly. So as it washes up and creates sand, it's just gonna it's gonna create more sand. Like the waves are gonna come up. They're gonna do what they do to create sand, and then it's gonna come back. And it's just going to get closer and closer. So there's always going to be a beach right at the ocean, unless you go to a place that's... I mean, even like the Cliffs of Dover, it is just rock. But it still has a beach to it. Like, there's still sand there, but it's mostly like big rock and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, look, unpopular opinion, beaches kind of suck.
Oh, I'm not the hugest fan of beaches either.
Like if I had the choice of going to like 5 different places, and it's like a beach, like
jail,
yeah,
like in a submarine for 3 months,
yeah,
like probably in a spaceship that's headed toward Venus,
yep,
or how about you're literally on the moon? You have to live on the moon.
Yeah, I'm going straight to Venus. Like
I'm headed for Venus.
Like I'm not going to the beach. No, it's not that bad, but like look, if I had a choice to go on vacation of like my own choosing, I'd rather to just go to like Colorado or something and
get high.
And
420
altitude.
Yeah, no, I mean 420.
Keeping it edgy.
That's for Copa.
That's for you, Copa. Shout out.
This is PG-13.
This is for global warming.
This is PG-13 right here.
Yeah, boys.
So, I wanted to get onto one of my soapboxes real quick. Okay, we gotta talk about Rocket League. Rocket League just had a new update. And this goes for other types of games too. But they implemented a new blueprint system. And you don't know anything about this, right?
I know the blueprint system.
You know about the blueprint system, but you don't know like anything else aside from that it was going to happen.
That's it.
That's it? Okay, so you're new to this too. Okay. So, blueprints... Alright. All the crates that you had turned into blueprints of that crate. You click on it, it opens up, and it says, okay, you have this item. It no longer does a gambling type thing, like we talked about this in an earlier podcast, where they were going to do this. But it took away the gambling type feel to it, where it was random. It's still random, but it just, there it is, it gives it to you, but you don't pay for it. You don't pay to open it. You just click on the blueprint, and then it says what it is. And it's like, okay, that's what I got. Then you pay to open it. Okay. But it's not, I opened it, and it's, a very rare item. It's not $1. Things used to be, you open a crate, it cost $1, essentially. Because it cost one key. So you open up one crate for $1. Okay, whatever you got out of that crate, that's what you got. You got it at random. Well, obviously they're still wanting to make money, and they don't want to just have everything be $1, because then people just open until they get something cool, buy that thing for $1, and then they're done, you know? So now everything has a price. Okay, yeah, everything has a price. Well, here's the thing. Their prices are terrible. The most terrible prices I've seen. I don't know how Fortnite is with their pricing, because Rocket League Psyonix is owned by Epic Games now. So I don't think they talk to them enough to figure this out.
Fortnite's not that bad.
Fortnite might not be that bad, but they had to work it out, didn't they?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean,
yeah. Well, here's the thing. Think about this. There are in a crate, you have varying rarities from the lowest being a rare to the highest being a black market item. And then there's everything in between. Well, a rare, if it is a skin for a car, is $1. If it is a will, it's $2. If it's painted, it depends on what color it is. That color will add so much more to it. If it's, green, forest green or whatever, it's going to add another $1. If it's titanium white, it's going to add, I don't know, $4, $5 or something. And it's going to be adding that onto a rare will. So you're going to have this dopey looking rare will that's whatever. It already costs $2 naturally. Then you have it titanium white. It's going to be like $7 for a will that no one really wants. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of it, there are already black market decals that are old and nobody likes them too much. Some people like to still use them and make stuff, but all black market decals inherently $20. Doesn't matter which one it is. If it's painted, it'll add on the price for whatever color it is. But aside from that, it is $20. And that includes the ones that literally you can go on to marketplaces and purchase from another person. They'll be like $3. Like there's one called Biomass. And it costs, you could go buy it for $3 from somebody. And it costs $20. Like, they did not take the time to even think about the actual marketplace that already existed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That sounds like a really big issue for
because
for people to continue, not continue playing. I guess it does discourage the player base. They're like, man, I really wish I had this.
But I'm not going to pay $25 for...
Yeah.
Like, especially... Okay. I've been giving, like, little, like, rares, and I've been talking about the big ones. But the worst offenders to this is the ones in the middle. Because very rares, or even imports... Like an import car body, a Fennec, which is a dumb looking car. If you guys ever look, maybe I'll pop up a picture. Poop. There's a Fennec. It's a dumb looking car to me. People really liking it, but I don't know. Either way, just normally, you could buy a normal one for like, 75 cents. Because people open so much, all of these are in the market. You can buy it for this much. If you got the blueprint and there's a Fennec, it costs like $10 for a normal Fennec. I was like, no one is paying $10 for just a normal Fennec that literally everybody opened, like, and I know at this moment everybody's opened a bunch of crates of these types, so the market has a bunch.
Yeah.
But I mean, even if anyone knows John Sandman, he opens a bunch of crates, right? He has already said in his Rocket Pass video, he was looking like buying all the tiers to the rocket passing, but in it he talked about how he was like, they are losing a lot of money from me. He's like, because crates, he literally purchased like $200 to $300, maybe even $400 worth of keys to open crates a week. Okay, a week.
Okay.
Okay. Now, blueprints ends up when you get a blueprint, you don't get the blueprint of a series, and then you open it. Literally, at the end of the game, you just get the item. You don't get, oh, I have a blueprint from the series. You just get the item.
So you don't get to open.
You don't get to open it. You just get the item right then.
That's not as fun. Like, it's always a good thing. Like, I play card games, so it's fun to open packs. It's fun to, it's a surprise thing. And if games lose that, they lose a lot of money. And I understand the whole, like, kids gambling thing.
Yeah.
But, like, Yu-Gi-Oh's still a thing, Magic the Gathering's still a thing.
They tell... The thing about those is they're physical. And in order to get them, you have to go to the store and you purchase them. Parents know what they're getting. For a video game, some parents are dumb. And their kid will just spend $2,000 because they're like, oh, when I press this button, I get more. And so they'll just keep pressing the button, keep opening stuff. They have no filter to it.
So their parents put in their card number, and then it's just like, oh, I can press this button and get a lot more of these.
Yeah.
I just think it should be set up like, this is going to sound so bad. Kids ruin fun things.
That's why they said they might make it where games like that will have to be rated M.
Yeah.
Because then if it's rated M, it's
literally
who's supposed to be. If a kid gets on Call of Duty and starts opening packages, because Call of Duty has packages or whatever. If a kid gets on there and starts opening packages, they're covered because the game is rated M.
That's their fault.
Yeah.
The kids should not be able to get the game. And that's the same thing with the YouTube problem. Kids should not be able to have a say in what's going in the ads and everything.
Yeah.
Because when you make a YouTube account, you have to be 13. It says it. You have to be 13. But kids get accounts, like it was as simple as just separating it from YouTube Kids and YouTube, just YouTube.
Yeah.
That easy. You're fixing all the problems. But no, like it just caused more issues, and that's what it went on with the gaming world. It just caused more issues for the games that were just so simple and so easy and had everything that they did down to a T, like Fortnite, like Rocket League, like I guess not Apex. Apex is like
Apex is rated.
Yeah, it's rated T.
T. Yeah, it's rated T.
So
which is still fine. That's for teens.
So like all these games that had it down to like a science, they have to just revamp things, and it makes their player base kind of annoyed because they're like, well, I don't know if it's worth playing this game as much anymore. So why would I play this game if I'm not getting what I used to out of it?
Well, see, here's the thing though. They do have the Rocket Pass, and this is what John Sandman said in his video too. Was Rocket Pass is now like the new crates. Like he can go in there, he can pay to go up, and he'll get different items of the Rocket Pass, and it'll be, oh, there's another painted of this. Oh, is it special edition or whatever? You're still getting something at random, and he's paying for it. So, and he's only paying. Okay, so if you want to go up 10 tiers of your Rocket Pass, you pay $10. So that's still $1 an item. So you're still paying the appropriate value.
But can you get a key in the pass?
No, they're credits now. Oh. You do get credits in the past, yes.
Yeah.
So
when you pay a credit, you get a credit.
It's exactly like Fortnite in that if I pay $10 and I get the Rocket Pass, I can play through the Rocket Pass, right? And I'll get 10. All 10 keys back. And so you never technically have to spend money on it again. You paid $10 once, they get your $10, and then that's it. You earn the keys, and then you just spend the keys next time. But it's that
thing where it's like, man, there's something
or
in that.
Credits there's something in the shop,
that I want to get.
But they do have a shop now. In the shop, they had a Crimson Finnick, and it was $16. $16 for a Crimson Finnick.
Look, okay.
And I guess at some point it was worth
you can tell it's ran by Epic because that's what happened on Fortnite. Fortnite, you're buying skins for about $20.
Yeah.
And that shit just like a skin. For Rocket League, it's a bit different because the cars are down to like hitboxes and stuff like that, and like, and I understand like it's painted and all this stuff, but like it is a bit different. There's like an actual like gameplay to having that, like instead of like with Fortnite, it's just kind of like I got skin. And yes, if you're brighter or darker can matter, I guess. And visual, like seeing the person, but like in Rocket League, it literally your car can have a different hitbox from another car. So it's like,
well, I mean, only 5 or 6.
There's different hitboxes, but you understand what I'm saying. So it's like, it's still a game mechanic in getting
because a Finnick has the same hitbox as an Octane, just slightly tilted different.
Which still matters.
It does. And then you have like the Werewolf, which is a really cool car, and it has the same hitbox as the Dominus. So a person who plays with the Werewolf or the Finnick can have the same experience as using the Octane or the Dominus, but they get to look different. They get to look cooler or what have you. Finnick, again, looks dumb. But that is my opinion, and I'm sticking to it.
I just think, Epic wants to get its money out of it.
Yeah.
And because everything changed, it's like, that from, like as you said, the John Sandman situation, he's buying all those keys for the crates. Yeah. But now, he has to translate to...
He said he was like, maybe I'll buy a black market here and there.
But
and so that's literally hundreds of dollars a week from one person down to
20.
Yeah, maybe 20 every like month
or so.
A month or two.
Yeah, so that's the point. Like
because he said
really
this is the biggest thing. Like take this. If you, I'll pop pictures up of this too. Titanium white Zombas, right? Here they are. Then titanium white fidget spinner wheels. Right here. Oh yeah, right over
I got it over here.
Okay. Here, let's hold them both. Here they are. Right? Which one's cooler? These. Okay? These are. Alright? Well, those, they cost the same now. Both of these things cost the same.
Who wants both?
And they both cost $20.
That's gonna be a lot of editing for you.
I'm probably not going to.
I got to the point where I was like juggling them and stuff, so it got really, really convoluted really fast.
Yeah. So the point is the fidget spinner wheels cost the same as Zombas. $20 for titanium white Zombas, good deal, because they normally cost like $50, $60. If you was to buy them from somebody.
The fidget spinner wheels probably
spinner wheels
$1.
Yes. Titanium white, okay, maybe like $4 or $5.
Just because they're white.
Because they're titanium white, yeah. But they'd probably still only be like $3.
Look,
honestly.
it's just
that it doesn't matter. That's the biggest thing. Is these wheels that no one cares about will never be purchased because there's such a high price. Like, the point of having these items is to have them be purchased.
Well, okay, maybe it is this, where they're gauging how much stuff is bought and how much stuff isn't bought, and then they're going to sway it all and like fit it in, because they can't base it off of a aftermarket marketplace. It's just kind of like, DBS. That. It's how much they would sell the product. Like if they have this box and they sell this box for $80, right? And then there's a card in it that's worth $200. It's going to be a more sought after box because that box has a chance to be a $200 card in it. So you sell this box for $80. Later on, like the older that thing may get, and the more it's most likely going to be sought after. So like an older set, there's a card in it that's $300, and it stayed that price since like the set after it came out. So it's been $300 for a long time. That box is not $80 anymore. That box is like $150 to $200 now, aftermarket. Like someone bought it and now they're selling it again.
Yeah.
So it's just like they can't translate it to the aftermarket place.
Yeah, and I get that.
So they're having to put everything else out there for the same price. See how much stuff is bought, so they can be like, okay, this is coming down here now.
Yeah.
So
I understand
it isn't
but here's
fresh
the thing.
and new. So
they credits. You have the ability. Like I've already traded some credits to a dude. I gave him a black market decal, and he gave me a better one, but he also wanted some credits, and I had some because of another trade. So I gave him 100, right? a key's worth, or $1 worth of credits. Well, as I was doing it, I was like, well, it says 10, and so I put it in, and it was 10 credits. I was like, wait, you can do 10? You can do it to the 10s? So they already have it set to where you could give, like, 10 essentially cents. 10 cents. You could give 50 cents.
I'll give 25 because here's a quarter.
Well, you can't give 25.
Tell someone who
I
cares.
can't. No one cares.
I would be doing that all the time.
But you can't do 25. It's in tens. But you could do 50 cents. So
here's 2 quarters.
Call
two people. Who cares? Or just get your cell phone and do it.
Yeah, just use your cell phone. You paid hundreds of dollars for.
Crazy.
But my point is they already have it set so you could do 50 cents for items, but they have everything set to $1. What is the point of being able to do 50 cents?
Like I said, I think they're eventually going to translate everything.
That's where it goes to one of my friends, Ben. He was like, conspiracy theory here. They did all this on purpose to be like, oh no, it is so high price. How dare we? And then they're going to lower the price, and it's not going to be as low as we want, but it'll be lower. So then we'll think. We'll be like, oh, it's lower now.
Slow.
Now, those $20 fidget spinners are only $10. Wow, it's half off now. Even though still $10 for fidget spinners.
Isn't that what Steam does, though?
No, Steam has good sales.
Steam has good sales.
They have good sales, man.
Okay. Well, on that note,
yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. We're on that journey to 100 subscribers. We're over halfway there. We're climbing.
Yeah.
We're getting there. Tell your friends, your family, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, and that weird friend that always talks to you that you really don't want to talk to, but you still talk to them.
Love you, Dewey.
No.
I joke.
No.
I joke, Dewey.
No.
I love you.
No.
I joke. I kid.
Goodness. Like and comment that friend. Stay tuned.
And stay excited.
Okay.
That's staying in.
Oh my God.
He knows I kid.